G'day. Today I'm just going to give you a little hint on jacks. Now we've got a jack here that's been outside in the shed, and you can see it's completely rusted there. Someone's left it out, and what's happened over a period of time, vapour in the air, the water vapour in the air has made the shaft rust. And instead of just pushing it straight in, basically what we have to do now is give that a clean. Otherwise, if we push it back in, it's going to cut up that seal in there. And also on this one here, I've just taken the pin out, and you can see that one's rusted as well. So I'm just going to leave it on its side like this for a moment, just to let that oil drain back down into here. And I'll pull this out, give this a bit of a polish. We can put that in, and then we can pump the jack up a little bit more if it will go, and we've got to clean this up as well. So if you don't do it that way, you're going to do damage to the seal and reduce the life of the jack, or you may need to replace the seals down the track. You can see the rust on it there. So I'll just pop that seal off and give that a polish on the lathe. And I've got the O-ring back in. Hasn't been damaged or anything. I've had a bit of a squeezy at it. Now we can push it back in. Don't just push it straight in. Sometimes there's a sharp edge in there. So you want to just sort of work it in slowly. Let it sort of go in under its own pressure. Just doing this one-handed. Alright. Now we can see if we can pump this up a bit more. I'll just put that lever back on, put the pin and the split pin back in. Now I have jacked it up a little bit. You can see where that shiny bit is there, and that'll just allow me to clean a little bit better. You can either clean this on the wire brush, or you can get a long sheet of wet and dry and just give it a polish like that. And it's important to clean it up as best as you can, especially right down here. There we go. I've just cleaned it off on the electric wire brush, and now I'm just going to give it a bit of a polish with some fine wet and dry. And I've taken off that paint as well, because sometimes the paint is quite thick and it can actually cut that seal as well, especially if that's where it's bottoming out to. Got a little bit of solvent on there, and I've got the extra fine stuff, and I'm just going to give that a bit of a polish. There we go, nice and clean. If any oils come out, you just make sure you have it up like that. Have it retracted back in, and the oil level should just be to the bottom of that plug. And that's a rubber plug there, so important to not overfill it, or you'll get oil coming out till it gets to that level. And also, when you're pulling these plugs out, try and not damage it. They're sort of designed to be just pushed in once. You can sort of, if you're careful, pull it out with a screwdriver and not damage it. And that should work fine now. Thank you for watching.